Hello, children. The target for this lesson is to understand the difference between first person point of view and third person point of view. This is something that will be on your state test in third grade, so it's very important to learn this and get really good at it. First person point of view is, hold on, I'll let it come up. Point of view can be first person or third person. First person point of view would be like if you are inside this, if you are walking in the forest right here, see how you can see all of the trees? If you are inside the story, then it's first person point of view. Then you tell the reader the things that you see and the things that you do. Third person point of view is told from someone outside of the story. So see the difference in these two pictures. Right here you can see all of the trees in the forest because you are walking in the forest. Third person point of view, you see the whole forest. You see the whole story or the whole picture. So a third person narrator tells you about everything in the story, like this whole entire forest. First person point of view tells you what one person sees, like this one person who is walking through the forest. So that is the difference between first person and third person. Every story has a narrator. That means someone who tells the story. And that means every story has a point of view. The point of view could be inside the story, a first person narrator, or it could be from outside the story, a third person narrator. For example, first person, remember this is from your point of view. You are the one in the story. This girl is telling a story from her point of view. This is first person point of view. So listen while I read this story. I wonder what my friends are talking about. Are Liam and Emma making plans to do something fun without me? This is her telling the story from her point of view. That's first person. These words help you know that it's first person point of view. I, my, and me. Those pronouns let you know that it is someone telling you what is happening to them. She's telling you what's happening to her. I wonder what my friends are saying without me. So remember, I, my, me is first person point of view. Third person point of view means someone that's outside of the story is telling the story. So see, this narrator is not one of the children in the story. It's somebody outside of the story who can see everything that's going on because they're not actually in the story. So listen to this story from a third person point of view. Bella is sad because she dropped her lunch. The girls see it and they frown. The boy smiles because he thinks it is funny. These pronouns let you know that it's third person point of view. She didn't say I did it because the narrator is not in the story. They use pronouns like she, they, and he. That tells you what everybody in the story is doing. That tells you what she is doing, what they are all doing, what he thinks. Third person narrator tells you about everybody in the story. So think about the difference between a first person narrator and a third person narrator. Think about the story that we're reading, Treasure in the Trees. Does it have words like I, me, and my? Or does it have words like she, they, and he? We'll talk about that again here in just a second. So, point of view, you can have first person point of view and you can have third person point of view. A point of view is the perspective from which a piece of text is written. It means who is telling the story. If it's a first person point of view, the story is told from the viewpoint of one of the characters. And you use words like I, we, me, and my. That means first person. And here's an example. I went to school. I am telling the story. My mom's name is Stephanie, and that's real. That's really my mom's name. I am telling you that story. We played together at recess. Mrs. Hurst told me a story. All of these sentences are from the first person point of view. Now, third person point of view. The narrator is not part of the story. You use the pronouns he, she, and they. The third person point of view tells you about everybody in the story. They all went to school. She said that her mom's name is Stephanie. That would be someone else telling the story about me. I'm not in the story now. He played with the kids at recess. Remember, first person point of view means the story is told from one of the characters in the story. I see something, I do something, we are doing something. Third person point of view means the narrator is not part of the story. The narrator tells you what everybody is doing. Alright, now let's practice this. This is the story we're reading. It's from Treasure in the Trees. Is this story first person point of view or third person point of view? Let me see. I want you to guess. Think of your answer. Here are the clues. It says Nisha's name. It does not say I. It says Nisha. It says she had a secret. In her tree, her dog. Nisha did this. Nisha did that. It's going to tell you what everybody does, including Nisha. Is that a first person point of view or a third person point of view? I'm going to count to 3 and think of your answer. If you said third person point of view, then pat yourself on the back. You are correct. The narrator is outside of the story. The narrator tells us what everybody is doing, including Nisha. It is third person point of view. Thank you for watching.